Hi everyone, welcome to today's Facebook Live. As you can probably see in the video, we have Char. We're here with us again. She is, oh no, I forgot her title. Char, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm the owner and founder of Health by Intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a business. I do guided meditations, energy work, family meditation, just for overall health, mental, spiritual, physical, and well-being.
Okay, so Char was actually with us a few weeks ago to talk about mindfulness for parents, right? And how we can actually do that. And over the course of the conversation, this topic of energy work came up. And so I invited her back so she can tell us what exactly is energy work and how can that help us as parents. Before she gets into it, I'd like you to answer, what do you think is energy work? So for me, that was, I don't know, I had to ask her. I was like, what is energy work? For me, it's just like, it's kind of like, for me, okay, Char will correct me later, but it's kind of like the vibe that we put out into the universe. That for me is what it is. And well, that's what energy is. And energy work would that be just kind of being more aware of what that vibe is and seeing whether you like it or not, and if you don't, to try to change it. So yeah, what is energy work for you? Okay, write it down, and now Char will tell us the correct answer.
No, I loved your answer, Denise. I love the perspective that it came from, and you can totally, that's what I use it for too, to understand where I am, how I am, go inside and begin to shift those little parts that aren't in line with where I'd like to be.
Mhm.
So, energy work is, in simple terms, just being able to manipulate energy. So, you can do this just with the power of your consciousness, with the power of your awareness. And I know it seems totally hokey and woo woo. I actually got into this when I was doing a PhD in epidemiology. So, I mean, everybody I worked with made fun of me big time. Um, but look at me now.
Yeah.
I'm a pure convert just through experience. So anyway, energy work is manipulating these energies to be able to open us up to more flow, more abundance, just really integrating that sort of mind, body, spirit aspect. Sometimes I interchange the words spirit and energy.
Yeah.
Um,
What can I interrupt you quickly? What is flow? Because like for me, flow is like when you're like working and you get into what you're doing, and then you're like in a state of flow when like when you lose track of time and you're just really focused on what you're doing. So in this case, what does flow mean?
yeah, I think that can be an example of flow, sort of losing track of time. When I think of flow, I think of ease. I
Mm-hmm.
think of how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I think of, instead of my mind directing me, I think
Mm-hmm.
of more of my intuition, my life force energy being the thing that kind of moves me and allows me
Mm-hmm.
to navigate more like this instead of like this.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that makes sense.
Like this, like this.
Yeah, because what I mean, it's the feeling, right? Like
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
really nice to my
Yeah.
hands when I'm
Yeah.
moving like this.
No, and I was just thinking when I saw your movement, it like this feels so much more like parenting, like easy parenting
Hmm.
than this, where it's like, okay, I'm trying to get a whole lot of stuff done, while this is more like, yeah, we're gonna do it, and we're just gonna be like open to whatever happens.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I agree.
Okay, so you have some exercises for us, right? For
Yeah. Awesome. Let's get started right away because I mean, this is how I became an energy work convert
Mhm.
is through personal experience.
Okay.
So we can practice by I'll invite everybody to close your eyes, finding that comfortable position, beginning to notice your breath. And just take your awareness into your torso right now, into the chest, into the belly, and just sort of feel any sensations there, any emotions there. Just beginning to notice. Now, on your next inhalation, bring that awareness down to the very center of your pelvis, in between your hips. Just feeling there for a moment. Breathing into the very base of the spine. And now imagine from the very base of the spine, you can send out a laser beam that goes all the way down, straight into the center of the earth. And just breathe, allowing this laser beam to connect you all the way into the center of the earth. Noticing again any feelings, any sensations coming up in the body. Knowing that a little bit of discomfort is okay. And this isn't caused by connecting to the earth. It's rather becoming aware of sensations that were already there. And now let's take this laser beam that we've connected from the base of our spine into the earth and imagine that it can expand until it's the width of your hips. A solid cord of energy connecting you right into the center of the earth. And just breathe here. Noticing how that feels. Noticing how your awareness naturally just sinks down into the body. The mind naturally quiets a bit. And now you're connected to a supportive, nurturing flow from the earth below you. And take a breath and open your eyes. So I'll ask you, Denise, how does that feel to you physically right now? Did you notice any changes in your
I had
sensations?
to stop myself from swaying.
See, oh, there's a beautiful example of flow, huh?
Yeah, and I don't think that's why, but because I'm like standing now with my feet closed, I had to like stop myself because I was afraid I would fall.
Oh.
But now I'm like my feet are open, so I'm ready for whatever the next one is.
Awesome.
But yeah, and it was really cool. Like I think because later when you go into energy work, I remember before you talk about colors.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was like, okay, the laser was like, okay, white laser going to the core of the earth, and it was red. Like, like the typical, like these are the layers of the earth. It's like brown,
Mm-hmm.
orange, what yellow, and then there was like red. And then when you said flow, it switched to blue.
Mm.
Yeah, and then it
Awesome.
became more like less laser, more like waterfall, like energy and water.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that with everybody. And I'm just gonna kind of roll with this because your descriptions are very visual,
Okay.
which is great. There's no good or bad with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's an important point to recognize because that means that one of the strongest ways that your intuition comes in is through clairvoyance, through that visualizing, through that seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other ways for that intuition to come in. For example, mine is more what people in my field of work refer to as clairsentience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's feeling. Where for me, the strongest signs that I'm tapped into my intuition, that I'm doing the work, is that I feel physical changes in my body. I might feel tingling or heat, pressure, sensations. I can actually feel things moving through my body. And then there's clairaudience, which would be getting that intuition, hearing, and claircognizance also. That's one that was really hard to differentiate at first because it's simply knowing. But when you're not sure, or when you're new to it, you're not sure how to differentiate between, the mind, the ego, or the intuition. So it's pretty easy to doubt.
Yeah, that reminds me of when you're just like in Zen, like when you're like, I don't know, when you're just like at peace and you just know. I don't know. But that's like the image that came into my head.
Yeah.
When you said that, yeah.
But so anyway, in terms of parenting, I like that visualization, that grounding, just sending that cord down to come back into me, to come back into my intuition, to really feel how I feel about things, so I can base my reactions and decisions off of that, instead of, for example, old patterns and things that I was taught growing up.
Yeah. So the idea then is kind of like when would I do this?
You can do it. I would say a great time to do it is when you notice that you're thinking a lot. You can also do it in a moment where you feel like your emotions are rising up and you're about to react. Of course, if your emotions are too strong, like, that becomes more challenging. But yeah, do it in a moment of emotions, to really feel in, to recognize, to let those emotions flow through you. Because that's the way that we process them and release them. And really just to connect to yourself when you're feeling fatigued. You can try to do it. Definitely when you're overthinking. Definitely.
Okay. And is it like, so the idea is, I guess because it's grounding, so the idea is that it gets you out of your head, right? And just into the moment. Is that what it is?
It is. It gets you into the moment. And also I find that the earth energy provides me with support. Just that feeling that there's physical support coming from below me. That everything that I need to physically survive is provided from the earth. Yeah. And if I tap into that, then I can bring it to me. Yeah. So that love, it's sort of like a feeling of unconditional love sometimes, when you can really tap in and breathe into it and feel it. Yeah. And we need that as mothers. Yeah. Because, we try to give it all day, and we need that back. Yeah, you can't, because it's like you can't give what you don't have. So, right. Yeah. Yes, it's nice to know that we can get it from somewhere if we don't have it. Yeah. And it's infinite. It's always there. It's always going to be there for us. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, because I know you wanted to do another exercise. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's jump right in. This one I love. I wanted to share it with you and your viewers. It's a wonderful way to begin to manifest, to begin to attract to you more of what you desire in your life. And it really, I mean, it makes a huge difference in how my day goes when I practice this meditation.
Mm-hmm. So is
So,
it something you do? Okay, so it's like another meditation that we can do every day.
yeah, yeah. And I promise you, you start doing this a few days in a row, you're going to notice a difference.
Okay, let's do it. Let's.
Okay, awesome. I invite you again to find that comfortable position, gently closing your eyes, settling into the body, taking a breath, and imagining that a beautiful stream of light comes all the way down from the cosmos, way down from in space, from outer space, coming in through the top of your head. And just feel this light coming down into the top of your head. Notice the color, notice the sensations, or simply know that it's there. As it enters through the top of your head, breathing as it travels down along your spine, moving down the back, into the base of the spine. And breathing here, allow this energy to drop down all the way into the center of the earth. So really rooting this energy from above and taking it all the way down into the physical realm, into the center of the earth. Taking a breath as it connects here and inviting that energy to begin to come back up. Coming in through the bottom of your feet. Feel this energy as you breathe it up into your legs, up through your thighs, into the base of your spine, breathing it up until it reaches the very center of your chest. And just breathe here, allowing your chest to fill with energy. And once it's full, allowing the excess to spill out down your arms and out your hands. Now I want you to imagine you're holding a balloon just comfortably right in front of your body. And, actually, let's rub our hands together first. Create some friction, shake out those hands. Opening up those energy centers in the center of our hands and letting this energy flow down the arms and out the hands now. This connection from above looped through below. And feeling this energy in between your hands, this energy build. Gently move your hands just a centimeter or two towards each other and a centimeter or two away. See if you can notice any sensations here. Sometimes it feels like tingling or pressure. And just know that this ball is in between your hands. Now we're going to take this ball of energy we've created And we're going to have it represent our day. Either the day that's in front of us or perhaps the day tomorrow, since we're at the end of the day right now. And now, as you continue to breathe and feel this ball of just loving light energy in between your hands, let's begin to fill it with some emotions like joy. Imagine you can place extra joy into your day tomorrow. Happiness and laughter. Let's put some happiness and laughter into the day. Continuing to breathe as we invite more abundance into our day tomorrow. Abundance in the form of love, of money, of anything in line with our highest good. We open ourselves up for that in this day that we're created here. Continuing to breathe, perhaps adding a bit more time into your day, adding that feeling that you have more than enough time to do anything you need to do. And just feeling what that would feel like as you add it to your day. I invite you now to go ahead and think of any circumstances, any emotions that you'd like to add to your day tomorrow, and just add one or two, maybe three more things in there. Great. All right. You're welcome to put your hands down, just setting and forgetting that day tomorrow and knowing that your day is going to be more filled with all of the nice stuff that you put in there.
So this suddenly became a mindfulness and baby class.
Oh, yeah?
Because they went out for a walk before the live started and I forgot to close the door. So in the middle of your energy meditation, they came in. I think you can hear them. So I wasn't able to do it. But I will go back and I will listen to it.
Okay.
I was trying to, and I was like, I couldn't do it. I think I missed
no
like the key
worries.
part.
I mean, it's wonderful. Go back and listen to it. You can do it any day, every day.
Yeah, I definitely will. I think I'm gonna do the same as I did with your last meditation,
Okay.
where I will take it out and then actually maybe I'll even make it not like a challenge, but I think I'll post it every day on my Facebook page.
Oh.
Like the link, just to make me do it.
Yeah, I love that idea.
And then that way, if anyone else is listening and they also want to try it, then they have it like easily. So how many days do you think what's like the minimum that we can do?
I mean, there's no minimum, there's no maximum, there's no right or wrong. It's all about your benefit and what feels good to you. But I mean, do a 21-day challenge, right? I know some behavioral scientists said that that's sort of the minimum amount of time that you need to do something every day to build a habit. So give it a shot and let me know how it goes. Let me know if things change for you.
I just gave myself big homework. I was thinking like, 3-5 days, maybe a week, maybe.
or do a week and report back. I mean, it's about finding the tools that feel right for you.
Yeah.
So, some people feel great adding breath work to their morning routine. Other people are going to feel better doing this. Other people feel better jumping straight out of bed and doing 100 jumping jacks and push-ups. Like, it's about finding what works best for you in your routine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll stick with 3 days. I'll stick with Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then just to kind of at least because I wasn't able to do it, so I don't know, so at least
Right.
to really get the feel of it, and then decide whether to do it for 21 days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and I always feel like I have to get credit when I use a meditation that I've
Mm-hmm.
been taught by somebody, even though it's adapted and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That one was heavily inspired by Christy Marie Sheldon. She's another
Okay.
energy worker, and I always just like to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So thank you to her, and thank you to you, and thank you to my husband who got my baby away. And thank you to everyone who's listening. I hope that you enjoy learning about energy work, listening to the 2 different exercises that Char did with us today. And if you want to join me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be sharing the energy work meditation on my page just to kind of give it a feel and see if it's something I would like to make into a habit.
Awesome. Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So that's, yeah, I think, thank you so much for coming on again.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's it for this week. That's all the lives I have. I'll see you again next week. I hope you have a very nice, hot weekend. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.